another episode of the Walking Life's Journey podcast. For those that are joining us for the very first time, welcome. You've made it to our community. And those that have been walking this journey called life with us for some time, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and all the good stuff. I am Nikkita White.
I'm Lorenzo White.
I'm Keyondra White.
And I'm Jakari.
And together we make the White family. You guys heard that? You heard a new name. He's here joining us today, and he's going to help us along this podcast as much as he can. So you guys, if you have not made it to the WLJ Facebook group, I'm going to need you to get over there. Babe, why they need to get over there?
Because we there every day.
Every day.
Every day.
And for a daily dose of inspiration.
That's right. Every day. So make sure you get over there. Matter of fact, just last week in the community, we kind of threw out these questions. And the reason why we did it was sometimes on this journey called life, we are so uncertain about things. But if you really had to make some decisions in your life, how would you navigate the challenge? So the challenge was thrown out there. You're stuck on a deserted island with one book, one kind of food, and one TV series. What would that be? Kari, you're on an island. What is your TV series that you're watching? Ninjago. Tell me why Ninjago. I can't hear you. Say that again. Let the people hear you.
Because they have elemental powers.
They have elemental powers. What is that? They have powers. What kind of powers do they have?
Fire, ice, earth, and lightning.
All right.
Okay, now if you could have one of those powers, which power would it be? Lightning. Y'all see that? Here he was able to tell you his series. They have powers and he picked a power. Can you move through life and make decisions like that for yourself? I don't know. Another thing that we shared in the community, guess what? It is Mr. White's birthday month.
Yeah.
Celebrate!
Yeah. Let's go.
Choo, choo. I love it. What did we do for Papa?
We gave him balloons and a Michael Jackson collectible.
A Michael Jackson collectible. Woo!
Yes, sir.
I take it you like Michael Jackson, Mr. White?
Yeah, you know I'm a fan of Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm. And we got some balloons.
Some balloons. And we took them out and went places, got ice cream. Had a good day.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep on celebrating, but we had to let the community know. If you was in our Facebook group, guess what they would have saw?
What?
They would have saw pictures of you, and they would have been part of the celebration. If you haven't made it there, go ahead and get there.
It's not too late.
Not too late. If you're listening to this podcast, where can they find us?
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podbean,
Amazon Music.
Google also. So make sure you join one of those. Subscribe, like, share. I've said it. Subscribe, like, share.
Yes,
One more
yes,
time. Subscribe, like, share. Yes. Okay. Today, the topic is, do you have a problem saying no? N-O. Jakari, do you have a problem saying no when a person should be told no? You shaking your head. For those on YouTube, the head shake said no.
Nope.
When you deserve a no, you get a no. Is that right? Okay. All serious side, that is our topic for today. We are going to explore this. Do you have a problem saying no? But before we dive in, I'm about to say bye to my little grandson so we can really dive on in. How about that?
All right.
You going to see Ninjago? Okay, and what's our power? Lightning! Until next time, Jakari will show his presence again because he is ready to start his own YouTube channel. Y'all, you will hear more from him. Go, Jakari, go. Peace out. Do you have a problem saying no, y'all? That's a good question. Keyondra, take us in. Do you have a problem saying no?
Sometimes I do. Just because I feel like when someone asks me to do like a favor or something for them, I feel like I can do it all, or like I can get it done even if time's short. So sometimes yes, but if something I absolutely don't want to do, then no.
Okay. Mr. White, you got a problem saying no?
Sometimes.
You do?
Yeah, it depends on who's asking.
That's
It really does depend on
true.
who's asking.
That's true.
I'll say a lot of times people don't necessarily ask for things unless they need them.
Yeah.
So if somebody comes to me and asks me for something, I'm figuring, okay, you really need it. But if it's something that's out of my control in doing, then that's when I'll be like, no. But for the most part, I'll try to help whoever I can if they ask me for something.
Got you. Now let's break this question down a little bit more. So when I started thinking about this, there was a time saying no was hard. And it was not hard because I didn't want to do it. I think it's having to find your boundaries and really saying, if I say yes to this, what does this cause me? If I say yes to this, what do I have to change? If I say yes to this. So then you start saying, well, shoot, if I say no, how does that affect the other person?
Right.
If I say no, what would they then think of me? And so I think when you go through life, we figure out when to say yes and when we say no. It's that balance.
Yeah.
If it's going to affect you in a negative way, the answer gotta be no.
Yeah.
If it's something that can easily break the relationship apart, because if one person doesn't hold up the other end, is that when you weigh it, is it worth the cost? So let's talk about let's talk about money, because I think money is one that can come in between people. And so if someone asks you, hey, can I borrow $1,500? And you know you got $1,500. Do you say yes or do you say no?
Man.
Do you say yes because you got it and it ain't gonna hurt you to give? Do you say no because you value your relationship much more than saying, I'm gonna say no to you because I want us to stay friends. If I say yes, that might come in between us. I don't know, y'all. That's just money. Yeah. And money is a big one because people can ask things all the time. But what is that? What is that? I don't know.
I definitely money is a huge thing when it comes to relationships and setting boundaries and things like that. A lot of times we have a heart to want to help our friends and help people that's less fortunate than us.
Yes.
But at what cost?
Yeah.
Your peace, because it's not necessarily about the money, but sometimes people can know that you went out your way to lend them something and take care of you, and then they'll turn right around and avoid you. When it comes to paying you back or even acknowledging it. My biggest thing is
now that's the thing right there. Acknowledge that you still owe something. Yeah.
So that's really huge when it comes to that right there.
Yeah, and I mean, we're using this money as a topic because that's just an easy one to talk about, right? But that's not all the things that we are told no or we got to say yes for. But money is just that easy situation. So when you think about that, I learned early on that I would never give something that I could go without.
Yeah.
Because if it's going to mean that we got to move things around to make that happen, I just move my household around to make something happen for you. That's a different situation because that's not an answer I can answer yes or no to. That's a family decision.
Yeah.
And I do believe in coming to like the family, like how is this going to affect us?
Yeah.
But if it's something we got sitting and we can just go without, we still going to talk about it, but it's a little bit easier for us to give. Yeah. So you might get a yes, but I don't know. I don't think I say no too often about things for the most part. I don't know. Do you hear me say no a lot?
Yeah, to me. I hear no all the time. Or, babe, don't
I will
make
use
me,
that babe.
don't make me do that.
I don't feel
But
like
So that's the
not a
same
no.
thing.
Babe.
Kind of is a no when you don't get up and do it. So, you figure that out for yourself.
I
but
feel like we don't hear no from you that much unless you were like exhausted.
Yeah, tapped out.
Yeah, when you've had a long week and you're tired, you're like, okay, I just don't feel like doing that.
But in those cases, in those scenarios, I recognize when, okay, I'm not asking her for nothing today.
Yeah.
She seemed like she out of it. So I don't ask.
Yeah.
But when I do ask, it's like, again, like I, alluded to earlier, when people ask, it's because they need it.
Yeah.
If I ask you for something, we've been together long enough for me to know, okay, this ain't the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask now.
Yeah.
So,
I got you. I think it's that good balance though of when to say no and when to say yes. But it gotta these are my words, y'all know this. It gotta feel right.
Yeah.
It gotta feel right to say yes. It gotta feel right. And if I'm saying no, 9 times out of 10, there's a reason behind that no. I know. Like I said, we use money, but it takes more than money. Y'all, we allowed Jakari to come on to the channel to come in and talk to y'all today. He is on one. He is hype. So if you see us looking off or you hear us like other noises, just ignore. He is hype. He got to be on WLJ today. So I can't even pretend I don't hear him anymore.
Yeah.
So I can't. Oh no. Keyondra, have you ever had to tell one of your friends no for something because it disturbed your peace?
Yes, I have. Just because I was constantly giving and I got tired of constantly giving and just, it's not even that I wanted something in return. I just felt like it wasn't appreciated no more because I was always giving. So I just had to eventually be like, no, figure it out, or no, do something else.
Sounds like you put a boundary in that place. Like,
Yeah.
I'm tired of giving. I'm tired of being the one to give. I ain't asking for nothing in return, but I got to say no because I don't necessarily like what I see in this friendship right now.
Yeah. Setting boundaries is huge, and a real test of friendships or relationships, period, is when you do say no. You say no, man, must get tight with you, or they gonna be like, all right, cool, I appreciate it, you being there for me in the past. Yeah. But that no will let you know where you stand in somebody's life.
Yeah.
If they were just there,
that's right,
for what you had, or if it's a true connection and friendship.
Yeah, that's good. And I think that's the difference between just saying a no and really, I don't have what you're asking for at this moment.
Yeah.
Like, those are two different things. Because I could say no and outright got the tools, the resources, the answer for what you are looking for. Mm-hmm. And I could just say no and just be like, no. But it could be like, dang, you know what? I really want to help you. I don't have what you're asking for. But you know what? This is what I got. And let's come together and see how we can make sure you get what you need. I think those are two different things, too.
Yeah, they are.
They don't necessarily say no too often. But it's something about, I think no and boundaries go hand in hand.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah. Anything else about that, y'all? Now, don't be using this topic on me and try to tell me no this week.
We're setting boundaries.
We're setting boundaries.
Don't
get you
me
a no
no.
Spirit. Get you a no spirit.
Babe.
No.
Chef.
I gotta set boundaries.
Don't take this any further than our conversation at this moment. Yes, we know how to set boundaries. Yes, we know when to say no. Yes, we know when to say yes. But don't be turning around and trying to extend your nose this week.
I guess the biggest thing to convey to people is don't be afraid to say no in its proper context.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like you said, if it's no, I don't have it right now, or just no because you're tired. Mm-hmm. It all depends on when it needs to be done. Just don't be afraid to say it for fear of upsetting somebody, losing relationships, losing friendships, anything like that. Because either way you go, if you say yeah and not wanting to do it, you're going to feel disturbed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it sucks to have something eating away at you when it's not necessary. All you have to do is communicate properly.
Mm-hmm. Communicate properly.
And sometimes it's not even all the ways about like giving. Like if someone asks for something and saying no with them giving, for like to not give something to them, it can sometimes be your time that you have to use.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you're constantly saying yes to things, you just burn out and feel exhausted. When in reality, if you put your time first and start saying no.
Yeah. Yeah, because you say yes, 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 yes all the time. Now you look at your to-do list and it's it's filled with so many things that you are not going to check everything off that list. And if you do, it's not going to be at the quality that you would have wanted your name on it.
Yeah, that's just like when we were talking earlier and you spoke about work. Have you had that one person that you could rely on? And even though you know, golly, I don't want to put nothing on them, but you know it's going to get done the way you need to. And it's not allowing the other people around them to step up and do the things that they need to do because the other person is handling everything.
Yeah.
So you can burn people out, you know, and you can burn yourself out, like you said, by not saying no or even relaying where you are in that moment as far as, dude, I don't have the capacity to do this right now. I can't do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, and I know I do that. I rely on people. And then I'm like, you know what? I will not put one more thing on you this week.
Yeah.
You do what you need to do. I can add this to my to-do list. And then we have these other resources that we can ask. Because you will burn someone else out if you keep putting so much on them. So much on them. And next thing you know, you look up and a person that was so good is now like not even showing up how they used to show up one point in time.
Yeah. I know we ran into a lot of that when I was in the military, especially with a lot of deployments and things like that. We'll be low on people in the shop, in the work area, and you hated to do it, but it's like, man, we don't have enough people.
Yeah.
You know, and that led to low morale and people wanting to get out. It's a bad place to be in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But what I hear y'all say in our conversation is it's important to be able to say no when it's time, and it's important to say yes when it's time. But the biggest thing to decide whether it's a no or a yes is checking in with yourself and seeing if you have the capacity, seeing if you have the resources, seeing if that's even a person you want to sow your resources into.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's be real. So a lot of that can go a long way. Don't have a problem saying no. You ain't got to be a yes person all the time because your yeses can turn around and hurt you more than anything.
Absolutely.
Gosh. Anything else?
No, that's good.
That's it for us this week. Yes, it is the Mr.'s birthday month. So you're going to see us. You're going to hear some things from us because we're going to celebrate. Until next time. And always remember, as you're walking this journey called life, you are the key piece to your story. Until next time, bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye.